There is now, in the last few minutes, a very interesting twist to the BBC story, suggesting that there's a letter from a lawyer who says he represents the young person at the centre of the allegations, and that the young person sent a denial to the Sun newspaper on Friday evening before publication by WhatsApp to tell them that the statement their mother made about them was, quote, totally wrong and there was no truth in it. The Sun newspaper published anyway, and their client, the lawyer's client, has called the Sun newspaper story their inappropriate article. The letter from the lawyer says, "For the avoidance of doubt, nothing inappropriate or unlawful has taken place between our client and the BBC personality, and the allegations reported in the Sun newspaper are rubbish." Now, it's an important development in the story, and it's one that I think makes it all the more important that people stop speculating about who they think the presenter is. As I say, the identity of that person is very, very well established outside the UK, and certainly in journalistic circles, it's sort of, there is no question about that person's identity, but at the same time, that person has the right to privacy and may not have done what has been alleged. And indeed, the link between these potential photographs and the crack cocaine is certainly not proven. Number one. Number two, the claim that there were photographs is certainly not proven. This is simply the mother's statement, which has to be questioned and has to be tested. And the idea, maybe people have been too quick off the mark. The story is scandalous, but the real scandal lies in the BBC's failure to do anything until Sunday. Now, you could say, well, they failed to do anything because there was no purpose to the story. There was no evidence to the story. But they have, in fact, suspended this particular presenter. So the BBC at this moment seem to think there is evidence, significance to the story. They should have done that earlier, surely. And got to the bottom of it, and got to the bottom of the truth. So at this moment now, it probably is a matter of one person's word against another's, and this thing may be a storm in a teacup. But I think, in the end, the BBC looks extremely suspicious, because it cannot explain that 7-week gap.